Yeah, could you describe, how did you get involved with the show from the first day? They came to you, but how did that whole process start?
I mean, I just sat down with Campbell, very easy, and he knew about my, boxing past, and he told me, I want you to get involved just to be a guest star in the show, and I told him no. I want to know more about MMA, and I want to know everything about sport. And I decided, we got to agree to be the commissioner of the show in a particular way, because right now I'm a student of the sport, and I'm gonna use all my platform and everybody, all my fans to, that feel passionate about the contest sport, to learn about Combate America, about MMA.
And we know how big boxing is in Latino countries, in Puerto Rico, and I know that you're friends with like Ivan Calderon and guys like that.
Yeah, they're all my friends, Ivan, Miguel, Danny Swift, all of them. That's my people.
To jump in real quick on his question, how about MMA? Have you met any fighters? You got some like starting out now, like Cain Velasquez or the Latinos. Have you been able to link up with anybody in the UFC?
Nah, yeah, just the best, the legend.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
It's the best. That's the Muhammad Ali of the game.
Did you follow MMA before this? Have you watched the Bellator, UFC?
I told Campbell that I used to, buy pay-per-view back in the days. Whole great pay-per-view, a lot of them.
Okay.
That's the reason that I look at him and I say, oh my God, he's really the legend of the sport.
The legend, Muhammad Ali.
So I've been following the sport since the '90s. But right now, there's a big movement, in the entire world. So we gotta respect the sport, and I respect the sport. Even though I was an amateur boxing fighter, I love boxing, but I love fighting. I can tell that people that love boxing also like to watch MMA, and I'm one of them.
Okay. In boxing we have so many superstars, whether they're Mexican with Chavez, or Puerto Rico Tito. Do you think MMA in general just needs more names like that? Kind of like what we're getting with Cain Velasquez in Mexico. Do you think that's what it would take to grow it even more?
I'm agree. They need personalities like that, like Tito Ortiz, Chain Rock, Cain, Anderson Silva, big names, Jones, people like that. If you get, all A-listers all the time, then more fans you're gonna get to the show.
And you're talking about Puerto Rico, I can say Gomez, Benitez, Tito, Cotto, and then any Puerto Rican will know who we're talking about just when I say the last name. How long do you think MMA needs before we have guys like that where we can go to a barbershop in Puerto Rico and just say some last names and it'll be at the same level or close?
Yeah, right now I think Combate America will give you that platform too, because right now we're talking to a broader audience, people like that people that are different, fan of different sports, to bring them to the show. And I'm probably gonna link up with them. That's my part of the show. You know what I'm saying? So obviously you got wonderful people already in the sport. You got Anderson Silva, you got a lot of them, you got Horace Grace, but also the new fighters, and people talk about them in the barbershop. I've been in the barbershop and people talk about the fights. You know what I'm saying? So it's big right now. The thing is that right now we're trying to get the Spanish community more involved in the sport.
And you personally, the fight game brings different Latino countries together.
Yeah.
Just like the music business.
Exactly.
I was telling my friend here, my wife's from Mexico, you get groups like you get Banda de Recodo with Tito el Bambino.
Okay.
We see Larry Hernandez who sings corridos with Vena singing bachata. Will we ever see like a Daddy Yankee with Gerardo Ortiz or somebody singing corridos? Is something like that possible?
Of course, I would love to do that. And also, it's like I tell in all my interviews, Mexico has given me so much that I really want to give back to them. Mexico is a great country, and they treat me like one of them.
It just seems like reggaeton and then narco corridos in Mexico seem like it's like a too hot.
I think it makes sense, narco corrido and reggaetonero.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely makes sense.
Hey, getting again with boxing, a lot of people, they're kind of sad in Puerto Rico because of all the losses that we've been getting. Right now it's one of the first times that we haven't had a champion at all, outside of Danny Garcia, who is also
Danny, I'm proud of him. He's Danny, even though he was born and raised in the States, Danny's proud of his heritage, and that's the reason that all the Puerto Ricans right now they're embracing him, because he feels proud about his heritage.
But why do you think we've been having so many of these losses? You think there's something in the boxing, just a bad time?
No, just a bad time, because you go to all the Puerto Rican gyms, they're all packed all the time, they're full. You know what I'm saying? It's a bad time right now, but also there's a new star coming up, Verdejo is really good. I think he's gonna be, you're gonna hear a lot from him in the future.
Okay, getting back to the MMA in Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, you go to a boxing gym, it's free. It's it's kind of been brought up. Do you think we'll ever have in Puerto Rico the same thing with MMA, where they'll have a municipal and just an MMA trainer there where kids can come in? And do you think there's something you can do to make that happen?
I would love to make that happen, because right now, you know, there's a lot of taboos in the sport. You know what I'm saying? When you go to the government project, you show it in the MMA, and then the first thing they think is violence. And no, you know what I'm saying? We gotta teach them. We gotta teach them this is sport. You know what I'm saying? These people that really go to work and make sacrifices just like the boxers. You know what I'm saying? And they gotta be serious about that. And that's a great question. You know, I would love to make that happen in Puerto Rico if they can create a gym for the kids in the barrio, you know, to practice MMA. That would be really good.
Okay, and there's one thing to see it on TV, but last one is how do we get fights in Puerto Rico or Latin America? You know, how do we make that happen?
When it comes to MMA,
yeah, when it comes to MMA,
it's all about the right promoters, and the right time. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember that they've done a couple of them. A couple of them have been great. A couple of them have failed. But also it all depends on the promotion and all that, and the marketing, and bring the right fighter to the country.
Y un mensaje para la fanaticada de boxeo mundial que te sigue siempre tu carrera musical.
Saluda a mi gente del boxeo, saluda a mi gente de MMA, mucho respeto para todos de parte de Daddy Yankee. Ok, sigan ahí duro, dando batalla, respeto para todo el mundo.